All right. I'm back. So it's so real. It is so real with me. How dedicated I am to this work. Then I'm going back to back, back to back. I'm giving y'all two motherfucking videos. I told y'all I wasn't playing with y'all. It's really real tonight. It's really, really real tonight. Okay. Let's jump right into it. So let's see who I have next up on the Dear Dijah train. Let's see whose letter is next. Okay. All right, let's get into it. I'm sorry, I keep putting this straw in you guys' face. That's for my drink. I apologize. I've been cute. Bitch, I've been on. Fendi prints on. With the tints on. Yeah, I've been on. Okay, that's my song. Y'all see my new Hill and Hearts t-shirt? Wow, it's so cute, right? So cute. You know, I'm trying to get into it. You know, get my little stuff together. Let's get into this headband. Cute. Okay, next one. Dear Dijah, I recently found out I was pregnant, which was something that I have been trying to do with my fiance for 5 years now. I should be the happiest person on earth right now, but unfortunately, that's not the case. I went out with my girls one night and ran into an ex, and we had sex one time. The problem is, I had sex with my ex and my man both during the fertile week. I am really scared because I am not 100% sure who the father is. My fiance and I have been trying for 5 years and no luck. My ex definitely has super sperm, which I have learned from my relationships in the past. Should I keep this baby and pray that it is my fiance's baby, or should I play it safe and get rid of it and not take the chance of it being my ex? I have no intentions on being with my ex, and I don't want to hurt my fiance. He is a great guy. I am so confused. Please help. Signed, TMY. Okay. Y'all know I gotta take a sip, right? You know I gotta take a sip. Get a little sip. Get a little sip, a little something. Get a little sip, a little something. All right. All right. All right. My girl TMY. Right? There's a few things. There's a few things that we gotta grow through, right? I'm gonna say we never going through nothing. We growing through things. So y'all remember I said that. That's a Dear Dijah line. I'm not going through nothing. I'm growing through everything, right? So there's a few things we gotta grow through right here, right? You're in a relationship with somebody who I'm guessing proposed to you, so y'all are engaged, and you've been with this person for 5 years. So if I'm imagining that if you've been with a person 5 years, they've asked you to marry them and you say yes because you said you're their fiance. So I'm pretty much gonna assume that you and this other young man is under the impression that things are going well, right? Things are blinking and clicking. Things are going well. That's why he asked to marry you. That's why y'all was proceeding forward with that relationship, right? TMY. I love you, girl, but what the hell? It sounds like that one night when you ran into that ex, you had a moment of weakness, right? Which we all do. We all do. You know, everybody has their faults, and you know everybody has their mishaps, and you know I'm not gonna sit up here on no pedestal and try to make it seem like people don't make mistakes. I got that. I definitely got that. I'm just a little confused because one, you know, if you were in something solid with somebody that you love, how did this person get you to a point that you would actually have sex with him? Then I also want to know, did you guys have sex without a condom? Because I understand that was your fertile week, but if you had a condom on, you wouldn't be nervous. So I'm guessing that you slept with your ex and then you slept with him without a condom. So that is why you think that this could be his baby. And again, there's some few things we got to talk about, TMY, right? Because I would love to have some conversation with you surrounding the strength and the seriousness of your relationship with your fiance. You know, because, you know, I know that we all make mistakes and, you know, we all have our mishaps. But if you've been with this person 5 years and you guys have progressed to a point where you're thinking about getting married, I would like to assume that what you guys have together is solid. it's solid, right? It's solid, or at least you felt like it was solid. What could your ex have said to you in that one night to throw that whole relationship away? You know, and that makes me wonder about that relationship with your fiance. And I don't want to judge your relationship because I'm not in it. And for what you shared, he is a great guy. But I want to say something to all of my people out there, and this goes for men and women, about nice people, right? Okay. So I'm going to tell you, I have been referred to as a woman in all of my romantic relationship as a nice girl, meaning like I've always been down for my person. I've supported them. Anything I had, I've given them. I showed them love. I respected them. I'm nice, right? It's nothing wrong with dating a nice person. It's nothing wrong with wanting to build a relationship with a nice person. The only thing that's wrong with it is that you cannot only build your relationships off of people being nice to you. There has to be other factors that draw you in and make you fall in love and want to build something so solid with that person that nobody else can get into what you two have, right? So, I'm going to say TMY, I'm not going to sit up here and say the foundation of your relationship with your fiance is not solid. I'm not going to say that. But I am going to have to question you about the strength of you guys' relationship, right? Because I cannot imagine what the ex said, unless you're leaving something out in his letter. I can't imagine what the ex could have said to make you have that such a huge moment of weakness. Because it's not like you said to me like he had been hitting me for a few days and then he bought me a Bentley, and then it's not things that led up to you finally saying, oh, I just need to give it a try. Or you didn't share that it was anything going on. Like you didn't say, well, me and my fiance been on the rocks for 2 months and running into my ex and him being so nice made me see what I was missing. That's all. Like you didn't share any of that in this letter. You just shared everything was perfect in your relationship and you just made a mistake. But this is a huge mistake, mommy. This is a huge mistake that's going to alter everybody's life. Everybody's life. And more importantly, yours. Because you're running the risk of taking a loss. You're running the risk of jeopardizing, you becoming a parent or not. It's a lot of things that could take place here, right? So this is why I would have to talk to you about, let's get real clear and honest about the relationship that you and your fiance have. Because I can't imagine that what y'all had was so perfect to you that you would just throw that away in one night. Especially after 5 years, because that's another thing. It would be something if like you met your fiance and y'all was just, like boyfriend and girlfriend, and he is really good to you, but you only been with him a few months and you wasn't fully over your ex and ran into him. It's like, well, I wasn't fully over him. So you said you've been with your fiance for 5 years, mommy. So something in the milk ain't clean. Something in the milk is not clean regarding the relationship you have with your fiance. And that's definitely something that I would want to discuss, because it's a big deal to accept a proposal from a person and marry them and not fully be into that commitment, because that's how people end up on Snapped. Right? And I do not want you to have a situation where if it's not solid, you realize that after you've gone through all of that, right? That's one. Two is, I would have to ask, not only is it solid, but are you really, really in love with him? Because again, your ex was able to get that moment of weakness out of you, and I'm going to give it about, I give it 12 hours. I don't know how much time you and the ex spent together, but you said one night. So I'm going to be generous and give it 12 hours. Like, it sounds like that's a short amount of time to be seeing a person and willing to, you know what that sounds like? That sounds like you going to school for like 4 or 5 years and you about to get your master's and you just say, F school, I'm dropping out. You just went to all of these schools and through all of this trouble and earned all of these credits, blood, sweat, tears, to finally be about to get the reward of all your hard work. And you going to throw that away for one fun night at the club? So, my dear, there's some definite examining you need to do about the relationship between you and your fiance. Put your ex to the side. Put your ex to the side for a minute. The fact that you had any interest in any other human being, I don't care if this would have been somebody that you didn't even really know, mommy. If you had any interest in any other human being other than your fiance, and so much so that you would be willing to sleep with them if it was without a condom. Again, I'm not gonna, that's allegedly. I'm just assuming that because you said, it was your fertile week and you didn't bother to take the condom bust or anything. So I'm just assuming that, and then without a condom, allegedly. What does that say for what you're building with your fiance? I take it a step further. What does that say about you, mommy? What does that say about you? You know? And I'm not going to answer that for you. I'm not going to answer that for you. I would have been asking you, what does that say about you? You know? Because in a moment, in a heated moment, you threw away something that I would think, if you're engaged to this person, something that's important to you. You threw it all away. But I would be asking a deeper question. Do you feel worthy of it? That's a lot of what us women do. I want to talk to y'all about self-sabotage, right? Let's go that route for a minute. I want to talk to y'all about self-sabotage. I forget the song, and you guys can drop down in the comments and let me know what the song is when he says, it might have been Jay that said it. It might have been Jay that said it. I can't remember who it was, him or Ye. Somebody said it. They said, if you let me, I'll fuck all of this up. Pretty much. Pretty much. Toss it all down the drain because I can't believe it's really happening. I can't believe I'm really getting everything that my heart's desire. This shit can't be real. This can't be real. So let me do something to get in the way of it. So when it fuck up, I can stand back and say, I knew this shit wasn't real. It's not that you knew it wasn't real. It's that you didn't want it to and you didn't believe it to be real because you don't feel like you deserve it. A man has held you in the highest regard. And I always say this. If a man proposed to me, especially the one that I'm in love with, I'm going to be so honored. But should I be honored if any man? Only because I don't want anybody else to propose to me. Only my man, I'm just saying. But that's my disclaimer. But I say that because a man going that extra route for you, you know how much they have to honor you. You know how much they have to respect you. You know how much they have to admire you. You know how much potential they see in you to want you to be their wife. That means that you mean damn near everything to this person. And some of us women, we say we want that and we want the fairy tale and we want to live our best life and we want to do what's best for us. But when the time comes and you finally getting that and you want to roll and this man doing everything right and you falling on love, you get nervous. You get nervous and you say, I had said I wanted it, but I already think I want it. You do. You do. You do. You just don't feel like you're worthy of it, And that would be the deeper issue of what we would be exploring. It's one thing to cheat. It's another thing to make mistakes. But there's also the deep-rooted issues that accompany some of the choices that we make, And if you could have a moment of weakness and throw away something that I could imagine you and him had worked so hard for, then there's some underlying issues that need to be addressed, not only with the strength of the relationship between you and your fiance, but also who you are. Who you are. We need to talk about who TMY is. We need to talk about what TMY wants. We need to talk about what TMY feels she deserves. Because that's the bigger picture. When you get to a space where you want and you desire things, that's one thing. That's beautiful. But it's an even higher level that you have to go to want to give and accept those things. And that's something that I had to learn. And that's something that we all need to learn. You can want things. You can tell yourself, yo, I want to be a millionaire. I want to start my own business. Yes, you want and desire those things. Now is when you have to do the work and you have to have the discipline to get your $1,000,000 and to start your business. Some people can't do that. Some people live in a want space forever, forever, only because they cannot work towards getting what they want. So yeah, you may have said, yeah, I want to get married. Yeah, I want a husband. Yeah. But now that man showed up and he gave you what you wanted, you took a risk and almost, because you haven't made a final decision, threw it all away. That's not about him. That's not about your ex, mommy. That's about you. That's about you. Do you want to get married? Do you feel that you're worthy of being somebody's wife? Can you be somebody's wife? Are you ready to be somebody's wife? These are all of the questions that need to be addressed. That need to be addressed, because it's definitely one thing to have a messed up relationship or make a mistake, but it's totally different to be in a space where no matter what you're in, no matter what's going on, you're still making bad choices and bad decisions. And I can't imagine that this was a good one, because if it was, you would not be writing to me. So I wanna have a deeper conversation. I wanna have a deeper conversation about, where you are, what you've been through prior to this relationship, how you got into this relationship, what you want out of this relationship. We will have to go deep. But you will have to be ready for that. It's one thing to have on the surface conversation and for me to put a band-aid on a gunshot wound, but I could not do that here. A child is involved. I cannot do that here. We need to go deeper. We have work to do. I want to also tell you this, because you talked about keeping or getting rid of your child. And I'm going to say this, and I want it to be very clear. I'm pro-choice. I am pro-choice. I'm not against. I'm not for. I'm pro-choice. Whatever you decide is what you need to do for you. And I, as a person you wrote to, will support it 100%. We'll support it 100%. But the question is, let's see what we are up against, right? So you're saying that, there could be some confusion and you're really unsure because you and your fiance have been trying and nothing happened. And this gentleman can make that happen, and you had sex with both in 1 week. So of course, you and I are not fools. The odds definitely do sway more in the X direction. You have no desire to get back with the ex. So are you interested in aborting his baby? Would he know you aborted his baby? Does he know you're pregnant? What are you going to tell your fiancé when you're not able to have sex and do all the things that come along with you having a termination, if that's what you decide to do? Are you prepared to keep the baby and be honest with both these gentlemen? Are you prepared to, God forbid, lose your fiancé? Do you think that will happen? Is that what you wanted to happen? There are some things that need to be discussed. They need to be discussed. And I'm sorry, TMY, I can't tell you what to do here. I can only support whatever decision you make. But what I can do is work with you till you get down all the way to the bone and the root of what your issues is, so you can know how to make better decisions for yourself. Because that, my dear, was a poor choice. And it's not because you're a bad person. You just made a bad decision. That's okay. We all make them, honey. We all make them, okay? We all make them, including me, okay? The cute behind heart healer, okay? But no, being honest and being serious, we all make them. We all make them. So this is not about judging you or about telling you where you went wrong. It's about how can we get to the root of this so you never do this again. So you never make a decision again where you are so distraught about what choice you have to make and who it's going to affect and how bad. My dear, so I can't tell you what to do. I can't tell you what to do. What I can tell you is I'm pro-choice. So whatever you decide, I support. I want to also say this. Me personally, I like to make pros and cons lists. You know, um, everything by God's design, my dear. Everything by God's design. Everything by God's design. You know, so it depends on what you want to go with. What you want to go with. But I think it would be best for you to make a pros and a cons list about not necessarily what you should do with your baby, but what you should be doing with your life. And that will also let you know if you're ready to be a parent or not. You know, it's rough. It's rough. It's rough because it's a sticky situation, my dear. But, things happen every day. Things happen every day. You just have to get honest and be fair and do what you need to do to make your life better. I think we need to talk about some real stuff, some under the surface stuff, not just the stuff that we see that look all pretty. We got to get deep, baby girl. We got to get deep. And in order for us to do that, we got to do the work. We have to do the work. So at this point, no, I can't tell you what to do, but I would love to have some conversation surrounding why you make the decisions that you do, and if they're not the best decisions for you, how I could assist you with making some better ones so you can live your best life. And that's whether you with any of those men or not. You deserve to be happy. Are you? So, I'm happy you reached out to me, Mommy. I appreciate it so, so much. I would like to continue hearing from you. I would like to continue hearing from you. I would like to know what was the outcome of this. I would like to know if I could support it in any way. I would definitely love to do some sessions with you because we have some groundwork that we need to cover. This is just the surface. All right, baby girl? So you let me know if I assisted you in any way. If you need more feedback, I'm here. Ladies and gentlemen, I knocked two out tonight. I'm proud of myself, and I told myself no matter what happened today, I would get this done. If I'm being honest with you guys, and I'm going to always do that, your feedback and your support is greatly appreciated. Like I said, everything y'all comment to me, whether it's on the YouTube or just to me in private, I pay attention to. I work on because I want to give you guys the best me when I show up in these videos because there's a lot more to look forward to. I plan on making some big moves, and I want you all there to be a part of them. I could not do this without your support. So again, thank you for tuning in to Dear Dijah. I'm excited to hear your feedback about these two videos. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm going to make sure I drop all of my social media outlets down in the description box. You can follow me. I'm here, and I'm going to continue to do this work forever. I'm in school now to get all of my certification and degrees to make sure that at some point I don't have to refer you out. I'll be full service, and you can come to me for everything. And I'm speaking that into existence. Speak it into existence with me. Happy 2021. It's lit. My birthday is next week. Maybe I should drop down the Cash App so y'all can send a check some funds. But if not, I would appreciate a very beautiful and well-meant birthday wish. I see you guys soon. I'm coming at y'all later.